Superiværksætteren Sir Richard Branson, der står bag den verdensomspændende Virgin-gruppe, var i København i går i Børsen Executive Club. Her fortalte han om at være iværksætter og stå i spidsen for en virksomhedsgruppe, der omsætter for milliarder. Han er i dag topchef for mere end 400 virksomheder under Virgin-brandet. Ens for dem alle er, at de er startet med en god idé. Men hvordan bliver man iværksætter med succes?
What makes a successful entrepreneur?
What makes a successful entrepreneur? I think the most important thing is that they should be good at dealing with people, motivating people. They should look at look for the best in people, and they should make sure that they never, they're not the kind of people who criticise. They're just lots and lots of praise. And I don't think that just applies to entrepreneurs. I think that should apply to, business people generally. It's really important to bring out the best in people. It's likely to be a successful entrepreneur well, I suppose as in my book in English, you're just going to have to quite often say, "Screw it, let's do it," and take quite bold steps, take quite bold risks. Obviously, ideally, you want to protect the downside, so that if you fall flat in your face, you're not going to lose everything. But having said that, sometimes in life, you're just going to have to, maybe put everything on the line to try to be successful.
Could you have done it in Denmark? I mean, with the highest marginal tax level in the world.
Well, I was asking lots of questions about Denmark in the car on the way here. I mean, I think highest marginal tax levels definitely doesn't help, and I'm surprised that you have the highest marginal tax levels. In that, obviously, you've got a tremendous wealth through your oil and gas, tax definitely high tax levels can definitely hold people back from building businesses, especially when you're competing with. It's a global world now, especially if you're competing with companies from other countries in the same sector that have got lower tax levels. But equally, from what I hear, people in Denmark generally live a good life, and at least those high taxes seem to be well spent on in a positive way in Denmark. I think from what I've heard from second hand.
Have you ever, maybe in the early years, been tempted to leave and take a regular job and receive a regular paycheck and get rid of all the worries and the responsibilities?
Not really. No, I mean, I've enjoyed what I've done over the years too much. I mean, we've certainly had moments which were stressful, but I mean, working in a regular job, there are moments that are stressful, and I think the great advantage of being an entrepreneur is you can challenge yourself, challenge the people around you. You can, to an extent, choose choose your time, choose what you want to, what challenges, what are the new challenges, and obviously, if you're working with somebody else, it's tougher to do that.
Virgin Airlines is planning to fly domestic in the US, I've read. What is the latest?
We're nearly there. Virgin America, we're calling it, and the Department of Transport have finally given us permission to do it. We've set up a very successful domestic airline in Australia, in West Africa. Virgin Atlantic flies all over the world now, and Virgin, American carriers are dreadful. The quality is terrible, and therefore I think we have a chance of succeeding, and it'll be the best quality carrier flying internally in America, and we expect to start flying in July.
You're the boss of thousands of people. What makes a great corporate leader in your eyes?
I think it goes back. It goes back to my first answer. I think it's just just genuinely caring about people, not just the people at the top, but the person who's cleaning the floor, or the switchboard operator, the window cleaner. Everybody, and appreciating people. Realizing that all that a company is its people. An airline we can all buy. Every airline can buy a 747, but the difference is, the people who work on the ground and in the plane. I think what makes Virgin different is very committed people. They believe in the company. We create companies that are going to make a difference to a wider audience. 10 years ago, Britain's railways were dreadful. Now, Britain's railways, I think, particularly the Virgin Railway network in Britain is amongst the best in the world. So, and that's that makes a difference to something like 30 million people. So, and so if you're working for a company that's making a difference, you can go home, or you can work in the day feeling proud of what you're doing. You can smile with the customers because they're not going to complain, and you can go home and say quite proudly, I work for such and such a company because and that your friends will respect you for it. So because they know the company's making a difference.
Do you see yourself as an icon?
I always thought that icons were dead, but maybe not. But if it's not dead, I'll take it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.